He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 15. To the air, it's Russell. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Makes the grab on 3rd. He's loose. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Balls and fired complete. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion on the out route. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Russell. Gets open down the middle. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The screen, and watch out. It's running room. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret. This guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Makes the grab. Touchdown time. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole 1st quarter, and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Graham. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Peoples. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his 1st target, and you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling to stop the run.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on, timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up, but you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Quickly complete. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really...
Looking deep. wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Quick strike complete. Still running out of the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Looking to throw again. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
At the 18-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. First down and more. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Catch in the middle. It's Horton. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give them the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Peoples.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd and 7. Back to pass. Buying some time. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that was one of those gotta happen. I mean, it's a 4th quarter, 4th down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Turning it on. Bold. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. I mean, you better bring your big boy pads if you're going to play in this one.
Big boy pads, big boy helmet, big boy underwear. You better bring it all with you because these are two great teams. We talked about it all week. Mirror images, going at it. Who's going to make the plays late to take this over the top?
The extra point here would tie the game. And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Miller with the ball. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field and get me a field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
He'll keep it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Picked off! What a play to set him up! The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Off-play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's St. Clair. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people pointing to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national champions.
welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. This one started. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, the inside kick. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Singleton. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense.
And the defense is not fooled. That trick play blown up. Couldn't get the pass off, and they are fortunate the football didn't come loose. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Penn State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. On the snap, it's Singleton. He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a crease to the left. Oh, and a move.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The quick out.
What's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Hit hard just as he released it on. And just couldn't get it to the receiver. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Makes a connection. Touchdown! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the two to tie this baby up. Back to throw, it's Carr. He's got it in the end zone, and that ties the game at 8. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Martin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Now in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
Time to take a shot. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Carr. He's going to let it go. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They just keep firing. Pressure coming. Smashes ahead. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Trying to pound it in. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Still looking on the move. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he tacked on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out in the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands.
There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Allard. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. He'll try to do it himself. It's a seam wide open. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they tacked on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. He fires to the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40, the 30.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Going to try to get it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Dropping back, it's Carr. Buys a little extra time. Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside.
Snags it on the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but
a shot toward the end zone. Notre Dame! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Allen. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Singleton. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Irish! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he is out of bounds on this return. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Plows through the defense. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. He's going to take off. He's loose. Lots of running room. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Singleton. He's going to run it. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Singleton. Looking to buy time. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Complete out of the backfield. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Starting to feel a little pressure. Hard running there. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Grab behind the line. It's Allen. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He takes a chance and fires it across the field.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way.
He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And with that, they front here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
36.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Fires to the middle. He's got it. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. Second down, they'll go to the air. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Grab near the marker. It's Fields. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.